What's happening?
All right. Start with questions. First one right here. Dan here in the front on one.
Darvin, we're about a year and a half into this. Are you running out of ways to describe what LeBron James does out there and means to this team and, I guess, bigger picture to this game?
You know me, I'm a simple guy, man, so I just stick to one word: extraordinary. Otherworldly. That's two. I know, Dan. A one of one. That's a phrase. That's not a word. But no, he's the ultimate tone setter, man. Like, for him to go out from the start, just everything from our meeting to our walkthrough, everything, his communication, helping guys visually see what game plan we were trying to execute, and we were able to execute. His energy, him sacrificing his body, 3 charges. Like, he set an unbelievable tone on both sides of the basketball for us tonight, and his teammates just follow suit. And so it's a huge, huge blessing to have that working in your favor and to be on the same side as that.
Front left, Mike.
Yeah, Darvin, along with that, you know, AD and defensively in the third quarter, what did you see working after LeBron had set that tone and just the switching and the rim protection and all of it coming together? How did you see that all happening?
I just think, you know, we have a lot of bodies, a lot of long athletic wings and players that where, you know, we can switch randomly, we can switch deliberately. You know, AD is a huge factor in backing up and anchoring the back line of our defense. And it allows Brian and Cam and Torian and Rui, everybody, Austin, D'Lo, everybody, Max, to just play free and be aggressive. And so the biggest thing we talk about is again, playing with multiple efforts, you know, trying to have multiple efforts. Your strategies defensively, they're not always going to be perfect. So, you know, you can't get discouraged. You just got to play with energy. And energy, in most times, most instances, they cover up the technical mistakes. And so we have a lot of that. Everybody understands what we're playing for. And it's a great opportunity being here in this city, in this tournament, for us to reveal our competitive spirit top to bottom. And I think that's what you saw tonight. But everybody, again, just covering for one another, constant communication, constant effort.
Second row on your left.
Darvin, Karl Malone is the oldest MVP in his age 35 season. Do you feel like with the way LeBron's playing right now, he should be in that conversation?
Without question. Without question. The way he impacts winning, what he's doing at this stage of his career, without question, that's a no-brainer.
Dave, next question on your left.
Darvin, we've known for some time that the league was going to have the inaugural in-season tournament this year. I wonder if you could remember the first kind of conversation you had with maybe your leaders of the team, Anthony and LeBron, about what we want to do as a group in this thing, how we want to approach it. Was there any kind of like a galvanizing conversation where you all decided like, hey, this is something we really want to prioritize and go for?
I can't really pinpoint. I don't know if there was a moment or a conversation in particular. I just know we came into this year wanting to build continuity and cohesiveness as quickly as possible. We felt like, you know, we had a leg up based on, you know, the moves we made at the deadline, going into the summer, being able to retain a bunch of our core, the pieces that we had acquired last year, adding some really good new pieces from off-season workouts to our September open gym to bronze mini camp to training camp. Again, the focus was always just every day, how can we continuously build continuity and try to find a good rhythm that we can sustain and just get stronger as the season gets longer. There wasn't really any, you know, specific conversation about how we were going to approach this in-season tournament. But that said, you know, everyone knew once they start announcing what was at stake, you know, the prize money, and, you know, obviously it's a beautiful trophy, but no disrespect to the trophy. But once they start announcing those numbers, man, it's just, you know, it fell right in line with what we're trying to do. And, you know, we were fortunate enough to start getting bodies back at the right time. And so we're just trying to build a rhythm and be the best team we can be put our best foot forward on a daily basis, and the tournament just happens to align with what we got going on just in general.
Joe, right here.
You've talked about LeBron setting the tone for the Lakers and for this game tonight. Do you think that he took the Pelicans out of what they were trying to do, or maybe even kind of broke them within the context of this game?
I mean, we got guys that are hawks, and he's right back there along with AD, communicating coverages and yelling out switching. He switched a couple times. We had a random blitz in there with rebounding. They hurt us early in the first quarter with their offensive rebounds, and we were turning the ball over a little bit. We were able to clean that up in the second quarter. But he's his vote. You hear and feel his presence all over the place, and the guys respond. Cam and Torian, and having guys who can hold their own water individually, defensively, that's a huge plus. And again, it allows him to be random and active in the right kind of fashion, and getting out, getting steals, pushing the pace, doing whatever we need to do, deflections, whatnot, and putting a lot of pressure on the opposing team.
Last two, Malika in the back left, and then Kobe over here.
Over here, Darvin.
What's up,
Hi.
Malik?
How are you? Tyrese Halliburton has just been on a tear lately, and now you all face him and the Pacers in the in-season championship here. What have you seen from him from afar, and do you have any preliminary thoughts you can share with us on a recipe to slow him down?
No thoughts, definitely no recipe. I would just say, it's refreshing to see a young player of his magnitude. He's had a hell of a year, past 12 months, being named the All-Star, being selected to the USA team, and he's just out there hooping. I watched a little bit of that game today. We'll dig into it more, over the night and tomorrow as we go into our meeting tomorrow. They're just out there having fun, man. They got a bunch of young, high-level talent that's just out there having fun, playing together, playing hard, making plays. And so we're definitely going to have our hands full. Huge win for them, knocking off Milwaukee. And, we can't take them for granted by any stretch. And, we'll do our preparation and come up with a good recipe that won't be shared once we land on something. But I can tell you the two main ingredients going up against this team is, again, we have to be ready to make multiple efforts, and we definitely got to have a next play mentality.
Third row over here, Kobe.
Tonight continued the theme of you guys having some of your best and most dominant performances as part of this tournament. How the team played through this tournament, have you learned something about this team that you may not have known or may not have known before the tournament started?
I mean, the thing I'm starting to see is when we lock in and everybody is pulling the rope in the same direction and everybody is focused on, the objectives within the game plan and the strategy that we're using to attack these teams on both sides of the ball. And when we sacrifice for one another, we're damn near unstoppable. And so it's a beautiful thing to see this early. I think, again, the intensity that this tournament brings reveals that, because it's not just a regular season game. It doesn't feel like that. The stakes are way higher, and you see people in those delicate moments what they're truly made of, at least the beginning stages. So it's a good precursor, and it's a good prep environment for what's to come 4 or 5 months later. And so I'm just learning that these guys are really, really competitive. Obviously, the guys we brought back and the new guys we added to the mix.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.